Hey, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the channel, man. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Go ahead, share this video, man. So look, guys, comment down below if you rocking with Young Dolph, man. Comment down below where you from. Let's get this thing going on, man. Hey, so look, Key Glock actually got a lot of music with Blac Youngsta. He particularly got a song with him called Ready or something Ready. And basically, this just goes to show that Key Glock was already playing both sides. This was in 2016 when he already was working with Blac Youngsta. That's before he got signed to Dolph. So before Fabo Gold actually introduced Fabo Gold, before he introduced Key Glock and Dolph, Key Glock was actually working with Blac Youngsta. And so when you look at the grand scheme of things, could Blac Youngsta, Yo Gotti, CMG have been using Key Glock to get infiltrated into PRE? It makes perfect sense because for Key Glock and Blac Youngsta to do the song, Key Glock had to pay Blac Youngsta for a feature. And if Blac Youngsta accepted the feature, that means he was willing to work with Key Glock and put their differences aside. They might not have had any differences at that time because don't forget, Key Glock at this time wasn't even with Dolph. But soon after that Blac Youngsta song came out, they were planning and plotting at the music video scene for that in the studio. They were talking about, you know, Key Glock asked him about if he could get signed or anything like that. And they told him to do what we tell you to do and go sign with him over there. And then everything else will fall in line. And so just very, very shortly after that song, that's when Fabo Gold and Key Glock go over to link up with Young Dolph. And Key Glock had been bugging Fabo Gold the whole time, like, "Hey man, when you gonna meet? Let me meet Dolph. When you gonna introduce me to Dolph, man? I need to see Dolph, man. I need to show him something. I need to tell him something." And basically, that was Key Glock rushing Fabo Gold into linking up with Dolph because Blac Youngsta, Yo Gotti, and all them, they wanted Key Glock to be close to Dolph to where he could send Blac Youngsta and Yo Gotti information about where Dolph is, how much money he's making, what moves he's doing in this business wise, and how the whole strategy behind his album and certain songs. And that way, Yo Gotti could do the same type of moves and like copy, and basically he knows the chessboard because he got somebody on the inside telling him what piece is about to be moved next, and what they think and what their strengths and weaknesses are. So as you could tell, man, Key Glock was never to be trusted. The fact that he did a song with Blac Youngsta and then he kept quiet about it and never came out to basically say that him and Blac Youngsta aren't cool no more. He never even mentioned to Dolph that he had a song with Blac Youngsta. We had to pull it out of the trenches. It was so long ago in 2016 that even Blac Youngsta don't want you to know that him and Key Glock was actually cool. And Big Moochie Grape also had songs with Blac Youngsta because Big Moochie Grape, he used to go by a different name, and growing around the same time, maybe about a year and a half to 2 years after the Key Glock and Blac Youngsta song, that's when Big Moochie Grape and Blac Youngsta did their song. And you already know that Big Moochie Grape and Blac Youngsta, they cousins. Basically, when Big Moochie Grape moved into the area, Blac Youngsta's family was the one who, he was staying with at that time until he moved into the same hood that he's still living in now. But basically, in that time, Blac Youngsta needed somebody to hang out with, needed somebody to play with. So him and Big Moochie Grape got met up through their family, and basically that's when they started doing the music and the street stuff. They was out hitting licks with each other. If you remember back to when Blac Youngsta used to sell fast bricks and was giving people Arm& Hammer baking soda that would melt, and basically it would look like a whole thing, but then when the people seen it, Yeah, so that all was Big Moochie Grape and Blac Youngsta. Who do you think was driving the car? Exactly. Blac Youngsta would be like sitting in the passenger, he handed off and this and that. So Blac Youngsta and Big Moochie Grape used to go and make moves together and stuff like that. And then that translated into them hitting the studio. But then they had ended up splitting up because that's when Blac Youngsta moved over on the other side of town. He couldn't stay with his grandma house no more because his grandma house roof caved in. So all that money he had, he never used it to help his grandma's roof from being caved in. So he just decided to up and move and get his own spot. And basically, from that point on, that's when he started going more towards the CMG route. And Big Moochie Grape was, also trying to see if he could sign, but Blac Youngsta told him that Yo Gotti only had a few spots in the CMG, and you had to do some really weird, crazy stuff to get in the CMG. And basically, Yo Gotti was only willing to let a certain few people in it because he wanted to keep it strict and tight under control. So Blac Youngsta did the favors and did the little weird stuff that Yo Gotti asked for to be able to be signed to CMG. And then that's when Blac Youngsta put the idea in the Big Moochie Grape head that, you can always go sign with Dolph and stuff like that. And so that's when, Dolph came and recognized the talent of Big Moochie Grape. And a lot of people were telling him, hey, this kid, he can rap, da-da-da, he got bars. Okay, so then he went and signed him, and he gave him the purple Lamborghini. And when he gave him the purple Lamborghini, and recently after that, that's when OG Bangwang came up and robbed him dry of his advance money and the chains, 2 chains of them. And basically, from that point on, Big Moochie Grape was like, man, you know what? If somebody took from me, I'm gonna set up Dolph too. He could set up anybody. So that's at that point where the trust in Big Moochie Grapes should have stopped right there, because now he was willing to do to somebody what somebody had did to him. And he don't need to, if he was to do things the right way, he could have got money with Dolph for a long time. But as you can see, these people are not to be trusted. They backdoored Dolph, and Big Moochie Grape got a hand to play in it. Key Glock got a hand to play in it because he got songs with Blac Youngsta. And when Key Glock did that song with Blac Youngsta, that was literally months before the whole 100 shot situation. And even the people around Dolph didn't want to tell him about how Key Glock could be snaking him and how he already did this to Fable Gold. But Key Glock was lying to Dolph the whole time, saying that Fable Gold was the problem. And so Dolph never thought about it as far as, he didn't think he was being lied to. But you got to be more careful than that, because the whole time, Key Glock was ducking and dodging, making sure that Dolph don't find out about how he was actually linked up with Blac Youngsta. And the entire time, Daddy-O knew. Daddy-O knew that, Blac Youngsta and Key Glock had this song right before the 100 shots, but he never wanted to tell Dolph that Key Glock was this type of person or anything like that, or who to watch out for. So Daddy-O let it happen because he knew no matter what happened to Dolph, he would eventually end up being the 100% owner of PRE. So it was almost as if Daddy-O had an incentive to not care, because him not caring, not doing anything, not trying to help Dolph would mean that it would get him faster to his ownership stake if something did happen to Dolph. So y'all gotta realize, man, Makitas and all them, Daddy-O, Big Moochie Grape, Key Glock, Blac Youngsta, Yo Gotti Moneybag Yo, they all a part of the RICO. They all had hands to play in it, and it was a big, big effort by them. And so they all work together, man. You got to understand this stuff is more than what we think it is. So y'all got to understand the situation, open your eyes and look at the facts, man. Everything is a revolving door, and that karma is going to come back to bite them, man. And you know what they say, man, what goes around comes around. So until then, I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video, and see ya.